Desert wind whispers. Heartbeats remember silence. Moon guards secrets. Stars burn softly. Dreams breathe fire. Time forgives nothing. Eyes speak galaxies. Words melt gently. Love becomes prayer. Footsteps chase shadows. Sky hides sorrow. Mind forgets pain. Heart finds peace. Mirrors show truth. Echoes remain endless. Hope feels alive. Tears kiss sand. Faith builds wings. Wounds teach strength. Memories carve eternity. Destiny writes stories. Soul travels far. Night calms storms. Light heals scars. Eyes meet fate. Silence answers questions. Dreams hold promises. Heart bleeds gold. Love defies distance. Wind carries names. Time folds moments. Pain teaches beauty. Fire purifies soul. Rain forgives dust. Faith never breaks. Heart never forgets. Moon remembers love. Stars echo whispers. Dreams return home. Soul becomes flame. Eyes hide oceans. Breath turns music. Silence feels warm. Tears fall slow. Hope blooms again. Light follows pain. Wounds bloom strength. Faith builds hope. Time heals slowly. Heart beats steady. Dreams never die. Soul remains pure. Love transcends time. Wind remembers touch. Eyes remember gaze. Words fade softly. Stars sing lullaby. Moon paints memories. Night holds peace. Heart forgives gently. Pain becomes poetry. Dreams become light. Faith remains forever. Silence guards love. Fire becomes hope. Tears cleanse soul. Dust hides stars. Wind hums prayers. Time whispers lessons. Eyes shine strength. Heart holds universe. Love remains endless. Moon guards heartbeats. Stars breathe eternity. Night forgives pain. Dreams chase dawn. Hope paints future. Faith lights darkness. Heart grows wings. Soul finds freedom. Eyes hold secrets. Silence tells stories. Tears heal quietly. Wind hums truth. Love burns gently. Faith feeds courage. Pain carves strength. Dreams create destiny. Heart defies time. Soul remembers past. Light heals darkness. Hope finds rhythm. Eyes mirror peace. Silence builds courage. Tears become diamonds. Faith conquers storms. Love never ends. Wind carries prayers. Stars guide wanderers. Moon hums lullaby. Dreams restore hearts. Time bends softly. Heart forgives fate. Pain becomes art. Soul writes songs. Eyes see everything. Silence shelters dreams. Faith stands tall. Love stays brave. Wounds whisper stories. Hope holds hands. Fire guards faith. Moon keeps watch. Stars hold truth. Heart beats eternity. Time hums mercy. Love breathes peace. Faith holds light. Dreams kiss sky. Tears wash sins. Silence speaks gold. Pain molds soul. Hope rebuilds heart. Light finds cracks. Wind lifts wings. Stars teach patience. Faith remains firm. Heart surrenders pride. Soul forgives self. Love redeems all. Dreams bless life. Tears baptize memories. Hope feeds courage. Silence guides heart. Pain fades slow. Light follows truth. Moon witnesses everything. Faith breathes fire. Heart holds dawn. Stars echo prayers. Wind soothes wounds. Love conquers storms. Dreams chase peace. Soul drinks moonlight. Tears reflect stars. Silence calms chaos. Faith builds bridges. Heart blooms forgiveness. Pain sharpens edges. Hope opens doors. Light purifies shadows. Wind remembers songs. Stars cradle faith. Moon heals quietly. Love guards dreams. Heart rebuilds gently. Tears write verses. Silence hums grace. Faith lifts hearts. Pain turns wisdom. Dreams embrace freedom. Hope fuels tomorrow. Light restores faith. Wind whispers love. Stars shimmer softly. Heart blooms courage. Faith sings endlessly. Tears dry slowly. Pain teaches peace. Dreams heal everything. Soul breathes purity. Hope awakens light. Love becomes eternal. Silence guards fire. Heart remembers forever. Heart beats eternity. Time folds silently. Love remembers everything. Faith rebuilds ashes. Dreams chase light. Tears cleanse heart. Silence shelters pain. Stars hum softly. Wind breathes forgiveness. Moon guards wounds. Soul forgives gently. Heart learns peace. Faith becomes strength. Hope remains faithful. Tears baptize courage. Dreams carve destiny. Love redeems all. Pain teaches grace. Silence heals slowly. Wind whispers mercy. Stars guide hearts. Time forgives souls. Heart finds rhythm. Faith builds wings. Hope breathes again. Dreams touch sky. Light crowns silence. Tears hide words. Love stays patient. Pain becomes melody. Soul turns gold. Heart kneels humbly. Stars burn softly. Faith guards heart. Silence feels sacred. Wind carries promises. Tears heal quietly. Hope glows eternal. Love transcends fear. Heart becomes flame. Dreams plant stars. Time heals everything. Faith lifts sorrow. Soul finds calm. Light forgives darkness. Pain fades slowly. Hope remains awake. Wind hums lullaby. Tears shimmer truth. Heart learns surrender. Faith breathes freedom. Dreams whisper peace. Love restores faith. Silence sings softly. Stars hold wishes. Wind dries tears. Moon hides secrets. Time holds love. Faith never dies. Heart forgives pain. Dreams write tomorrow. Hope melts fear. Tears wash sin. Silence heals spirit. Love feeds light. Faith protects heart. Wind carries hope. Stars bless nights. Time reveals truth. Heart remains pure. Dreams awaken joy. Pain deepens wisdom. Silence guards strength. Faith stays loyal. Hope outlives sorrow. Love grows roots. Heart becomes home. Wind blesses soul. Stars whisper prayers. Tears bless sand. Light awakens dawn. Faith holds stars. Pain builds temples. Hope shines bright. Dreams break chains. Heart heals nations. Silence grows peace. Love plants faith. Tears fall gold. Stars guide wanderers. Wind cools fire. Time blesses faith. Faith crowns patience. Heart sings quietly. Dreams melt darkness. Hope blooms softly. Love conquers silence. Tears heal earth. Soul drinks peace. Stars echo eternity. Wind hums devotion. Faith bends never. Heart breathes gratitude. Pain shapes diamonds. Light reveals mercy. Dreams feed strength. Hope redeems hearts. Love forgives time. Silence shelters wisdom. Stars remind faith. Wind soothes pain. Heart lifts mountains. Tears become rivers. Faith guards dreams. Time opens gates. Love writes forever. Hope paints stars. Soul hums prayer. Silence blesses light. Pain shapes truth. Dreams open skies. Faith remains flame. Heart bears eternity. Wind whispers love. Stars watch silently. Moon kisses tears.